Hello, hello, and good day, good evening, good morning, whatever it is where you're at. And yeah, I surely hope that you're not trying to fill my head with evil intentions there, Ellen. We wouldn't want that, would we? Um Hopefully the audio levels are good. We'll proceed with the gameplay without any further delays. Of course he wouldn't. Oh well. Uh, we are currently still in the last light inn, and we've just finished a fight. I did do some inventory shuffling a little bit off stream, but I have not talked to anybody after the fight. Just because we wouldn't want people to miss any story being part of.
It's fine. Jahira won't even notice we're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know.
Bit too loud for the in-game voices. Roger that. I'll put it a little. There we go. Hopefully that has made it better, I guess.
If you have an alternative in mind.
I did notice something as I was doing the inventory shuffling. It is somewhat weird that, well, for the one thing, he's gone back to 111 hit points despite being brought down to 1. And also, apparently, looting him is considered stealing, I guess.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Well, glad to hear it. Now, who should we talk to first? I think the first person we should really talk to is Isabel, because, well, you might have some info for us.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
No, I certainly don't. I certainly don't want that. I don't think could be entertaining, therefore is a valid option for us. I still have a few questions.
Go on, then.
This curse seems incredibly powerful. What more can you tell me about it? This seems... all of these questions, like, none of these seem to be... Probably won't trigger, like, end of dialogue sort of questions, so we'll just go through all of them. This is probably the most important one. This curse seems incredibly powerful. What more can you tell me about it?
It belongs to the goddess Shah. According to the harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric, the one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough.
Yeah, doesn't seem that way, certainly. Ah, okay. I wouldn't want to put our lawful good reputation at risk, though. Well, we'll figure that out once we come to that bridge. How did you come to this place?
Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost.
I feel that she's being a little evasive with that answer because, well, who just randomly decides to end up here of all places? It's I feel that it's a little weird, but I mean, she could be on a holy mission from her goddess and just not want to tell us. So I mean, she seems to be a good person overall. I don't know much about you. Care to fill in the blanks?
I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories.
Alright. I mean, reasonable enough. Reasonable enough. I don't think we'll tell her that we're literally going to be spending quite some time just talking individually to everybody that we can after that attack. But yeah, she doesn't need to know that. I'm not overly familiar with Saloon and Shar. Could you enlighten me? I'm not sure if you really want to acknowledge that as a paladin, that you've been skipping on your religious studies, but hey-ho, here we are.
Moon and shadow, light and dark, divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious.
I am surprised that the local Sharn clergy didn't have any objections to that particular, or any snide remarks even to that particular topic of conversation. But on the other hand, she could well be thinking that yes, sometimes life forces us to choose sides, and luckily the choice of choosing Shar is obvious. I don't know why you would think that choosing Shar is the obvious choice, but I mean, religious zealotry, and I mean, if she's been with the Sharans since she was like a little kid, that was in the woods being like, and got saved by them, yeah, more than likely she'd have a fairly big amount of loyalty towards Shar. Yeah, maybe if you had proficiency in religion, that might give you some additional option or something. But I don't, because well, who needs intelligence proficiencies when you're a paladin, right? I'm here to smash and smite the bad guys rather than debate theology with them. But speaking of debating theology, I think we're gonna start by talking to Shadowheart, because she had a very interesting, painful experience when we got blessed.
Not the cheeriest of inns, this place. But I suppose the mortal peril lurking just past the firelight is liable to put a dampener on the mood.
Oh no. Right. So, I do remember that she told me that night orchids were her favorite flower, and we did find a couple of them. Not sure if that's this is the time and place for that sort of a gesture, I guess, but so I think we'll put that one aside. I am interested in what she actually thinks of Ketheric Thorm, because she was a Sharite who has apparently, well, according to the bust in the room here, Ketheric Thorm, no, it wasn't. Was it? I think it was in this room. Ketheric Thorm used to be a Selûnite, and then he became a Sharite, and then he got deaded, and then he's risen from the dead to become invincible, and yet again switch sides to the Absolute. So, I am very, very curious what she might think of that.
Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
I mean, I feel that he's fairly, like, I feel that he's fairly firmly in the absolute camp. But I mean, I suppose we'll get to that, I guess. I mean, I don't particularly... Well, yeah. I think giving her the Night Orchid now seems like we'll do it. So, remember when you told me Night Orchids were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell? Why?
Well, it just so happens that I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe.
Ugh.
And beautiful.
Yep, she got me.
Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
Yep, she definitely caught me with that poison there. So I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. I'm sure you'll come up with something in time. It's just a token. I don't expect. Yeah, no, it is just a token. I don't expect anything in return.
Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a gift idea right now or anything like that, then, like, if you want to give me a gift in appreciation of me having given you this gift, then I'm all for it. I wonder if she has anything special to say if I ask her whether she wants to talk about all that's happened to us. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I've seen hints of Shadowheart's sort of, like, sense of humor here and there, like, cracking through. But I think I should have, and, like, Trickery Cleric, oh, it's poison, like, I feel like I should have seen that one coming, but, yeah, I mean, my in real life insight isn't the best, so, but let's see if she has anything...
Fine. What's on your mind?
Anything special? No, just how am I holding up in your estimations? How am I holding up in your estimations, Shadowheart?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
I mean... She is one of the few people who has ever accused me of modesty, so I'll take it. But I mean, yeah, no, most people have never met someone like me, I suppose. Don't have anything in particular to talk to you.
You have an alternative.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good.
Okay, that's apparently an achievement.
Any surprises? Yes, Mom.
What was that? So, Daughter of Darkness. Give the Shadowheart a Night Orchid, her favorite flower. She was greatly appreciative of the gesture. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Nothing in particular here. Did we... I don't think we got an... like, an... We did... Yeah, we did... We did get an inspiration from her for the Isabel ritual that gave us the protection blessing. So did get that, but apparently giving her favorite flower did not get us any. I believe that's the only quest that we've really updated by coming. Okay. I wonder if Karlach has anything to say about the about our Jaheira.
Wonder if Jaheira ever hangs around the outer city. Maybe after this is over, I could buy her a drink. Does she drink? She likes wine. Wine, then. This is all happening so fast.
You know, Carla reminds me of someone. Like, I mean, like, it's a little weird in the sense that, like, you know, she's a tall well, fairly tall, like absolute like train of a woman in combat, and yet it feels like she's like that excitement that she just like showed there. It feels more like she's a teenager than anything else. Yeah, unfortunately no new dialogue options here, so leave anything for Gale? I don't think any.
At last, we find a beacon of light amongst the darkness, and not a moment too soon. I'm quite ready for some respite.
Yeah, we certainly okay, no, nothing new other than that. We are certainly going to be long resting after this, as we are we have used all of our short rests, and I have 1 charge of Lay on Hands, 2 first level spell slots. Carla is still doing fine in the sense that, well, she only really what she needs is hit points and rages, and she has the 1 rage available to her if she needs it. Shadowheart has exactly 1 spell slot left. He does have both of her channel divinities, but only 1 3rd level spell slot. And then we have Gale, who only has 2 1st level spell slots, no arcane recoveries. So yeah, she has that sort of puppy energy, like Carla, doesn't she? Like that sort of a excitable nature, which, on the flip side, yeah, makes her quite likable as a character. On the other side, she could accidentally burn something down by getting a little bit too excited. So, potentially a problem. Right. Should we talk to her? I don't think we should talk to Jahira just yet. I'm sure that she has something important to say. But there were kids who were making noises that is making me somewhat suspicious.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
Oh, you
know
beat
what
up
Mole would hate
Harpy.
more than
Did you?
anything?
Did you, little boy?
Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah. I suppose to some people at least, accidental arson is no reason to count someone as not being adorable. Right, little kids. Yeah, like, she's probably dead already. Seems like a very cruel thing to say, and we are lawful good, so there is really only one option here. You stay put. I'll bring Mole home.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Well, Umi just standing there. Wonder if he's bugged or if he doesn't have anything better.
We need Mole. Please, get her back.
Okay, yeah, you're just extremely sad about it. And yes, the, I haven't had the best of relationships with, Mole so far, but, like, she came through for us at the entrance, so, and I mean, yeah, leaving a little kid to the mercies of those dastardly cultists is not exactly something any lawful good person could say with a clear conscience, so.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Right. Now, do we have... I don't think Roland has anything in particular to say. I don't think Harper Bohr has anything in particular to say. I think now we can talk to Kira.
traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too,
I mean, I think that I could do it, but I would certainly need to get into the to the headspace of somebody who's like an evil character. I probably wouldn't enjoy it too much, in the sense of just mindlessly being mean or antagonistic to people isn't generally my idea of how to play a fun evil character. And obviously just being evil for the sake of being evil doesn't generally it doesn't endear you to people. And generally speaking, if you're being a smart evil person, you want people to like you. So yeah, but I think I could do it, but I mean, there's a reason why I'm playing Lawful good right now, and fair enough. And I don't blame anyone who couldn't play an evil character or pick the pointlessly mean options. But traitors among us, shall taken. I mean, I can this isn't this option, for example, isn't pointlessly evil. This is someone who is potentially is a paranoid, or is just very stern of you should have seen this one coming. I am a little questioning of considering it Isabel is such an important person here, for the defense of for the continued survival of this place. Why doesn't she have at least one personal bodyguard? You are in hostile territory, and this is the one person who can offer you some kind of a sanctuary, right? At least assign a personal bodyguard to them. I feel that would be, but I think I don't feel that we got caught off guard. We just came through the shadow, the lands of shadows, and I think for somebody who is a Paladin of Vengeance, we weren't surprised that the enemy would strike here. So I think, but we are also because we are a Paladin of Vengeance, and one of the oath tenets is that always focus on the greater evil, and pointlessly just going around pointing fingers doesn't help. So I think let's just focus on defeating Ketheric.
agreed. We must end the threat at Moonrise altogether. With your help, we stand every chance of doing just that. I trust that you will.
I wanted to ask you about something. Well, I mean, who knows what level cleric she is? But I mean, it's clear that she's no barbarian, and it's clear that, at best, she has a con modifier of 2, right? So, and she wasn't expecting to be going into battle in her own bedchambers, right? So she probably wasn't she was wearing ceremonial garb for the ritual thing that she was doing. So yeah, she was unprepared for the attack. So yes, she was squishy, but she was potentially understandably squishy. But I mean, thankfully we were along there and handled things professionally. But I wanted to ask you something, Jaheira.
Then speak.
I've heard your name before. Where?
Ugh, some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard.
Her AC was 13. Yes, which means that she wasn't wearing medium armor. I'm pretty sure that she was wearing she was wearing a garb of Saloon, which is like an AC 10 or an AC 11 item, which means that she has like a dexterity modifier of +2. So yeah, I mean, like, which cleric has like good enough dexterity that if she isn't wearing like medium armor, at least that she has a decent AC, right? So yeah, I can't really fault her for having a low AC. I guess again, she was attacked when she wasn't expecting it. So they have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. Yeah, Volo is an annoying, annoying pain in the ass, just as he is in Tomb of Annihilation, at least in my experience. So, I'm sure that was their exact reason for making her AC 13. Yes, they were like, I mean, you're probably not the only person who goes through the game wanting to keep everybody alive and like safe and happy. So yeah, stressing those people out on occasion seems like a reasonable goal for the game developers. You're true enough. I mean, this and this are just way too crude options for a noble to pick. You don't seem overly pleased to be remembered, which is true. I am considering number 1, but I feel that, like, just learning more about her is more important than slagging off Volo. Any ideas, Aylin? Slagging off Volo, or just being a little being polite, keeping things sufficiently, I don't know, politic. I think... Nah. No quick answer there. Alright. I think that we are going to just play it safe for now.
'Twas a lifetime ago. And for all our victories, the world is no more balanced than when we began. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
Yep, true enough, Aylin. That was probably the default option for a noble. Let me guess. I'm someone else. Like, I do. It inspires a certain amount of confidence in me just saying that. But the second option, surely you made more of a difference than that, seems a little too optimistic for my taste, but then sarcasm just doesn't help anyone here. So I feel that's... Surely you've made more of a difference than that.
The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
Fair enough. Well, she certainly seems jaded as a person. Well, maybe jaded is the wrong word. I would maybe call that, like, she's certainly experienced as a person. So jaded seems a little harsh, considering she does seem to be otherwise like in good humor. Right, I think we might, because this is where the apparently the chancellor that we have, yes, or counselor, sorry, Counselor Floric, who is somebody that we saved before, or helped, or, and I think Will probably wants to be here for that. So, before we go into that particular room, I think we're gonna just hop on back to base camp for a moment. Tell Gale that he can, stay here for the moment.
These boots have seen everything.
Very Shadowheart. This is like considering that we are in the like we're in the dark, corrupted lands of Act 2. This seems like this sort of a nature reserve that our camp is in.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the...
like this particular, like it's nice, like surprisingly nice. Right, Will, my boy.
Well met.
I would like you
That's
to
the spirit.
just for the moment. Why? Ugh, it is so damaged. But leave the camp. I haven't really thought about romance in like as a primary goal for this particular playthrough, but I mean, I am heavily in favor of going for Carla. Like she's in my opinion, she is by far the, like, I like Shadowheart, and Lae'zel is she needs some getting used to, like, and I feel that she doesn't really fit the Paladin, my Paladin as a character. Like they're like, while both are certainly martial characters and they like each other for being martial characters, like they have that sort of warrior's respect for one another, she's way too cynical and sort of like blasé about morality for really.
Good work rooting out the traitor.
Thank you. Anything you want to say, Cyril?
I knew Marcus well. Never suspected a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly see how Lae'zel can definitely rub people the wrong way. As for Asterion and Gale, and I'm not sure if Will is romanceable by a male character, but Gale, I feel, is too like just the fact that he's like the lover of the goddess of magic just makes me go like, I'm not going to step into that mess, thank you very much. And then Asterion is like very similar case with Lae'zel in that, like, even more so I feel with Lae'zel with Asterion in regards to my Paladin, that just the morality dissonance between the two is too large. Like he just seems to, he's even more blasé about the deaths of innocents, and like he seems very power hungry, and he seems willing to like do a deal with the devil, the Raphael that keeps popping up, right? So, and like, considering my character is like staunchly opposed to that, I don't think there would ever be like the reason that Asterion is alive and still in the camp is because I'm a vengeance paladin, and the idea is that he's certainly not the greater evil, Asterion. Like, and he has a skill set, and he has proven himself useful several times already, so he gets to stay around. Enough of that. I think we want to talk to Counselor Floric now.
He still won't speak.
Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Will? Gods, please, no. The Blade of Frontiers was supposed to be my secret weapon. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in?
What's with the fellow in the cart? Are you just going to stand around here? Okay. Fair enough. Will didn't... Like, he didn't seem to actively... like, at least... he didn't seem actively romantically interested. Like, unlike Gale and Asterion, who kinda seemed romantically interested in my male character, but like Will, or perhaps have been just blind to it, but at least he hasn't, it hasn't felt that way that he was that, so, but good to know. As for Will, he's got a good heart on him, certainly. Like, he's got a good heart on him, but he's got a bad head on him, because you goddamn genius, you don't make deals with devils. Like, it's gonna cost you your soul, even if like you have the best of intentions, but like he almost killed Carla. Like, Carla, the puppy, barbarian, I guess, and he was ready to kill her because he was like, he kind of signed a contract for it. Like, you have to know that it's gonna bite you in the ass, even if you're trying to be careful, even if you're trying to wiggle around the contract by only people of like this, right? And like, yes, it's just no, Will, no, you dumbass. I think we haven't yet found... I feel that it would be extremely impolite to just ignore the question, but we have not yet found a way in.
I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke, but in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements.
Okay, that's good.
The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then.
I have this sinking, like, just this faded memory of hearing the name Gortash before. But I mean, yeah, if we can get reinforcements, that would be great. But as DMs generally tend to do, those reinforcements will come far too late to make a difference in our case. So us brave heroes need to be doing our duty. I mean, I feel that the fact that I have the option of Baldurian here, I feel that, like, asking what are the Steel Watch seems pointless if you're also Baldurian. Like, you should probably know. But yes, Lord Gortash, I thought he was no more than a counselor.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies.
Oh,
Lord
good.
Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, We can storm the tower, whatever Ketherick throws at us. I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Is she actually going to leave, or is she just... Yep, she's just going to stand here. Yes. Seems like... That's... Honestly, this... Like, this is one of the... Like... This is because it is a video game, right? But it does feel a little odd that some of the conversations just like end like that, and then like both us are still standing here and not forced to leave, and the NPC is also not leaving. Therefore, I could literally just start talking to her again. But Carla has something interesting to say.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
Yeah, I like, I'll be honest, with you having said that, Carla, I think we know what he got from the Zariel deal. He was already apparently making prototypes for war automatons, and well, infernal engines are no joke. So, yeah, I have this very, very suspicious feeling that at some point we're probably going to have to fight against these automaton soldiers of his, and we're gonna find out that, oh no, they're powered by fell energies, or the soul coins, which, you know, contain the souls of the dead. But yes, but yeah, I do believe that out of these three options, me too, a man like that has no place in power. Whatever this steel watch is, it must be quite impressive. We'll make him answer for what he did to you as soon as we get to the city. The third option is definitely the vengeance paladin, I feel, option. But I think as a lawful good character and a noble character who believes in just governance by those in authority, one is probably the answer that we're gonna go. So, me too. A man like that has no place in power.
No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they do seem to get those things. But I mean, I wouldn't go... Like, that's the thing. I wouldn't... Like, how do we know that Will's dad isn't one of those people, right? Right. What about Will? Do you have anything special to say?
Well met.
No, you... Well, okay. The cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. Florix confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
Can we trust Floric?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
Well, I mean, Will, again, your lack of wisdom in your dealing with people has left me a little cold on your ability to read people. But at least you vouch for the counselor, and it doesn't seem like she is ready apparently to go by herself into the shadows where she knows that the curse and cultists lurk. So. Yeah, at least at this stage, I haven't gotten the vibe off of her that she's planning something malicious or like anything like that. So I think we can trust her, and I don't. Even if we can't really trust her, this is not the time to be making enemies of her and the Flaming Fist. Right. The cult must have some reason for taking her father. But what? I mean, there's a bunch of political reasons just slapdash to, like, why you would want to take the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. Like, there's just, like, either, like, if you can indoctrinate him into the Cult of the Absolute, then that would be, like, the greatest thing. But, like, maybe you can't. Maybe you'll have, like, maybe you have to enslave him, like, mind enslave him to do your bidding, or maybe... even if you don't, maybe you'll basically make him a puppet anyway somehow, like potentially by threatening something, or like literally, like, who knows, maybe they can literally suck out his soul and like keep that prisoner so he has to dance to their tune. Like, there's certainly a lot of reasons to capture the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses?
Yep.
I truly hope you're wrong about this.
Me too, Shadowheart. Me too. But if I'm right, they will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
Surprising vote of confidence, or, well, vote of confidence, like, surprising interjection from Shadowheart there, but, like, I do agree. We cannot, like, to Moonrise then. We can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Now, the real thing here, however, is the fact that like, they said that we can't traverse the deepest shadows, but there's a caravan somewhere that goes to Moonrise Tower, so we need to figure that out. And we do need to figure out some way. Like, I have a feeling that it's gonna be the lamp, because I remember the Durgar, like in the Underdark, mentioning that the true soul, the Nahir or something, like the Drow true soul that we killed with, like, near the Durgar, we still have his broken lamp, and they mentioned that the lamp was somehow used to ward off the darkness. Anyway, Carla, there is apparently a painting that you can take, and paintings are quite, they are quite, how would you call it? Nice. Now, what's happening over here?
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back.
We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
I've heard the name Thaniel from a friend of mine, also.
Really? Could you bring him here? You'd be glad of the help, wouldn't you, sir?
Alright then. I think... See the Grand Duke. Yep. Lift the Shadow Curse. Wake up Art Color. Fine. Back to the camp, I guess. Right. Oh, I thought that you could only do that if they were already in your inventory, but yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for the tip. Right. So, to do is we need to go over here. We need to tell Will that he's gonna be abandoned again. Alright, Mr. Will.
Well met.
I mean, we already had that conversation, so I'd like you to wait.
Are you sure?
Yes.
The blades and just...
Alright, Halson.
You wish to speak?
There's a flaming fist at last light. The curse has left him insensible. He's muttering about a boy called Thaniel.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Oh, he actually literally just walks there himself. Okay, I'm gonna assume that the game isn't such, like, I didn't, yes, I was like, hopefully the game isn't such a nasty piece of work that it would say that, oh yeah, the characters who weren't there when you got blessed by Saloon, they didn't get the blessing. But as you hover over, like, I think basically I just need, if I take Lae'zel or Astarion into the party, they should probably get the blessing. Alright, Volo, do you have anything important to say, or are you still just an annoying ass?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Okay. You still just want to stab me in the eye. Alright. Fair enough, Volo. Fair enough. Now, the question is, yeah, I think we are just gonna have to have a long rest at a point. I don't go and talk to Gale and just get him back into the party. Since we're here, might as well talk to Astarion if he has anything to say.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
He doesn't have anything to say. Fair enough, Astarion. Lae'zel, I don't think he has anything. Probably.
Greetings.
Yep. I think her greetings has gotten a lot less hostile than what it was before, so there's at least that. I think some progress has been made in that department. Alright, Gale.
What's on your mind?
Join me.
With
Alright, then we just exit the camp, because... Right.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel.
Alright. Any ideas?
If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
Wait! Take this letter. It was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but it might help.
I mean, I do want to explore our options here a little bit. See what this...
Without Thaniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man.
Fair enough. I'll see what I can do.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
some parchment there. Looks official.
Parchment where? And Gale, why are you... What? Gale has decided that he's gonna be on the second floor rather than the first one, apparently. Right. Horn letter. What does it say? Arcala. Claim. Objective. Obtain information about current activities in towers, its environments. Headed by Ketheric Thorn. The region's ancestral... of the region's ancestral Thorn family. Huh. Take lodging in last night inn and begin investigation into the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Region's Thorn family are long-standing devotees of Saloon, but rumor indicate a Sharon enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and Grand Duke Eltan. He has to be old. Like like the Grand Duke is different. Grand Duke Eltan, unless there are several Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. Like as far as I understand, there's like like there are 4. I mean, yeah, no, actually that's true. If I remember correctly, there are 4 Grand Dukes in Baldur's Gate. I'm not sure if they're all Grand Dukes or if there's like 3 of them are like they're all Dukes, but then one of them gets to be Grand Duke.
Hail, Art. Can you hear me?
I'm not 100%.
We tried that. Nothing.
No, don't want to go there. Our wizard friend has finally decided to join us. Back with the rest of it. Now, I feel that the real interesting thing here is in Isabel's room. And what happened? Examine. This doesn't do anything. Okay, so he's a great weapon master. He's Dark Devotion, advantage on say against harmed and frightened, extra attack, feral instinct, improved critical hits. Armor class. No way of bringing him to conscious. Like, I don't know if there's a way to just bring him to conscious. I think, yes, instead of being here, we're gonna move around because we have certainly not explored the entire area of the Last Light Inn. So, I'm gonna check out the other, like there's at least this other building over here that we haven't checked out at all. Because, well, being good little adventurers and explorers, it wouldn't do for us to
know about supplies when we make it home.
Not explore the place when given the chance, right?
Just about do. Just about. Just about.
This goes down here. This goes... Okay, so there's a building over there which is outside the safety bubble, and we don't want to go outside the safety bubble because we are quite low on resources. So I think we'll be staying here for now, just exploring places. Oh, they've trapped. Have we met? I believe. Yes, we have. I know who she is. Right.
Please, I just want to be alone.
Oh. Oh no.
Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love... Dennis... Martin Dor, Roshan.
That's very sad. And again, needlessly antagonistic, so definitely not taking the fourth option. You think he's dead?
How couldn't he be? If they didn't kill him when we ran, they probably will once they get to Moonrise. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Yeah. Sounds like your boy toys goblins. Alright. Dennis could still be alive. Don't give up on him yet.
Do you really think so? By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him.
Yep. It is giving me one of the Paladin options, and that is pretty much what we're gonna go with. There are definitely some interesting options here that aren't just needlessly antagonistic, but as a devout Paladin, you have my word. I will find him.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
Well, reuniting star-crossed lovers is definitely a thing that I, the always romantic, feel compelled to do. Right. There are things outside. Not gonna. Okay. Now we've come to the. Oh, just. Anything? Hang far? Anything?
You were the one who took down Marcus, yeah? Nasty work.
Oh, he's still alive, I guess. But this just this is just the area behind. Or there's like a dock wharf area here. Wonder if there's any. That just comes back to me. Kind of a basement thing. No, wait. There's lights. Lights here. Oh, this must be the yep, this is the prison area. Yeah, I'll take the extensions. Okay, there was money in the evidence chest. Very long. Prisoner. Yep. Gonna assume all. wonder, does this... Use tools. Shadow heart. Potato. I don't... This is not a jail cell.
That's curious.
Wonder what we'll find in this particular chest. I think the end is over. Right. Scroll missed each step and some gold. Yep. Step scroll there and... Why?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't know why he ran over there, but fair enough. Empty crate. Crate, empty crate. No, don't talk.
What are you thinking about?
Mostly loot it. Now, there's a door. Wonder what double over. The cellar. Alright.
Just another crate.
Cracked wall. Okay, we can.
Come on, let's go.
Right. We need bludgeoning damage here. Carla is the girl for the job. I can't even not. Oh, there it was. There we go. Okay. I can see some enemies over. Some enemies. Oh boy. Salmon. Meanlock. Bay. Dark vision. Light sensitivity. Okay. Dark vision. Bruh. Possibly frightened nearby beasts and present. Armor class of 16, 63 hit point. They don't seem that tough.
Let's get going.
Which is probably the last, like, it's gonna be really, really unfunny when I say that, and then they're probably gonna keep my even with
blood?
the
No, never mind.
Even with the even with the deprived resources that we have, if this is to be a fight, I think we can take them. At least from what we can see, because we still have Carla with one rage left. So there's several of them. There's more than a half a dozen here. But that. I think this might not be a fight. Firewire. There. Okay, it's just a straight up fight. Oh boy. Well, I guess I shouldn't have. Guess I should not have. Alright, there we go. Are you? It will become Friday. Oh, okay. Just. We'll have to be careful of that fire wine barrel that's right there. You wouldn't want that to explode on us. Are they? They all look like this. Mean lock looks a little different than the others, but it might just be.
Green locks. Those claws are sharp as hell.
Their eyes are made for the dark. Fire and light is our friend.
Fire and light is our friend. All right. But I think it's reasonable to just go for the rage immediately. I think we take that out. 84. Do that. 58. Yeah, I don't think. I think consistent damage for now is what we're gonna go with. Of course, critical. All right, that's one mean lock. Very wounded. Let's see. So we only got a 3rd level spell slot. We do have a channel divinity, and I think here is where invoke duplicity is gonna buy us a little bit of time. There's no other thing that she needs to concentrate on for that. She's fine where she is. Never a dull moment. All right. So, I think, just thinking, do we go for a potion beat here, Paladin? I think the answer is actually no, not this time. And of course we stun ourselves on the first. That's very, very unfortunate. Okay. You're gonna get hit with that. That'd be a disadvantage if you do that. Oh, you're also frightened. That's very unfortunate. I think we're going to. What you're going to do is you're going to switch to having a bright thing in your hand, because they apparently don't like being in light. So I think that's what you do. And ooh, critical, immediate critical hit on Shadowheart and losing concentration. That's very unfortunate. Full arm mastery. Missed. Wait, what? Why did... Oh, he's paralyzed. That's... Oh boy, Shadowheart is down to 10 HP. Ooh, shit. This is... I may have certainly underestimated these guys. Oh, paralyzation. Really, all of them paralyzed. That's just... Oh, no. That is just... Oh, no. Oh boy, this might just be a very, very bad. Yep, she's down. Well, at least he's doing a weird runaround. Ooh. Not great. Not great.
Still on my feet.
Right. We need the mass healing word right now. We aura protection. You're gonna get hit if you do that. Okay. Oh boy. Use a creature with psionic. Infuse a creature with psionic force. If it reaches 0 hit points, it heals instantly. Okay. No, this feels wrong using that. Oh boy. This is a lot tougher of a fight than I give them credit for. Don't have a bonus action. Oh, we're immobilized because we're frightened. That is just all sorts of not good. Okay, I think in that case we are just going to use up our 12 points of life ourselves just to keep us in the fight.
This is gonna feel good.
You're done with your turn. Are you still raging? You should still be raging, right? Apparently you are not raging. Oh, that's not great. Right, so we need a potion of speed here. We need to start making sure that these bastards go down. That's one of them dealt with. Can you... Come on, one more swing, and he's dead. Wonderful. That's 2 out.
Let's end this.
Right. You are currently in a very bad position. Only have a bonus action. I think that we are gonna use that bonus action. You don't have any bigger healing potions on you. So we could use a potion of healing, top our souls off a little bit, or we could go for the mass healing word, which I feel is better because that affects all of the other people. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the mass healing word here.
Victory is assured.
Victory is assured, he says. Don't think it is. I don't think it is. Right, I think you're talking grasp over there. And I think you need to get to... He's fading fast. Opportunity attack on Moonlock. And he's still... Okay, the AI is not doing the job of doing him. Alright. She's afraid. Right. I don't think we have a bonus action here. We're just gonna go swinging for the fences on the mean lock here. Nice. Another swing, another, and yes, and then last one. These guys are fairly. These guys seem to be fairly tough, but after the initial rush, we seem to be a lot better. Right. Well, we don't really have any workable actions there, so we'll just invoke duplicity.
Oh, so much for peace.
So much for peace indeed. Do we go after the lock, accept this guy's attack of opportunity? Or we can do a rush attack. Yeah, rush attack. Wonderful. Oh, he's not going down, but we're doing damage to him.
I don't fancy their chances.
Fancy their chances. Grasp, and then
rock to Queen 6.
Alright. Carla takes another hit. I think he's finally deciding to... Alright, Polearm Master. Yay. A miss. Alright, Carla. Swing. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yep, it is Carla literally just carrying us through this encounter, I feel. Oh.
My faith will protect me.
Faith will protect you, apparently. Sacred Flame. Yeah, Sacred Flame. Almost. Gale should be able to pick him up.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Of course it's worth the cost. What the hell are you? Right. So let's go swinging on that Marlock. Mean lock. Decent damage. And blunt end.
Gone with the weave.
Right. We have 60% hit check. Again, I managed to make a pool of water into ice and then fall flat on my ass myself. Okay. He missed. Right, Carla got stunned because of the potion of speed, but that's fine. Should be able to. Yeah. One lock left. Definitely cleaning this up then.
What should I do?
You should have that as a sacred flame. Where's your other cantrip? Oh, there it is. Fireball. 64%. Yep. Better. And you can walk away. I don't think we want to expend
Unleash me.
a potion here. There's only the one left. Missed that, unfortunate. But it's fine. Opportunity attack. Yes. Ooh, Gale takes a hit, but that's fine. Come on, Meanlock. You're going down. Where you hit?
Can't give up.
5. Alright, saved it. Of course. Oh well.
Survival is all that matters.
Alright, let's see that swing. And there we go. Alright. I was hoping that there'd be some kind of, I don't know, dialogue.
One day I'll catch a break.
Option, intimidate them, something like that. But that was not the case. I was not expecting the fight to be that tough. I fully admit that I definitely underestimated our opponents there. Almost fatally there. Well, looking very bad at them.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before they
TQ.
get
Alright. We'll use one spell slots on that. I wonder if these guys actually have anything. I doubt that they do. Like, they don't. Okay, they have covered cowl. Cured. Umbria needs to. Okay, yeah, we're taking that. Therian gets to take that. I don't remember what Asterian's helmet or like hood that he has currently on, but he gets to enjoy that probably. Look like there's any secret passages or places that extend.
Let me work my magic.
You need
all's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Right, silver plate. Oval framed elven. Okay. Seems to just be okay, you had to
with haste
climb over the barrels to get there. That seems a little weird. Silver chalice. Another silver chalice. Trade of a snowy brown beard. Was a selenite prayer.
A Selûnite shrine, hidden away.
Perhaps they had no choice but to hide.
Alright, welcome back, Aelin. We have, not sure if you caught it, but we managed to fight a bunch of nasty little fey creatures that kept fearing me with their aura and then slapping me with their claws. And we have found what appears to be a small shrine to Selûne, which Shadowheart was immediately fond of. Threads of silver, dearest Selûne, our fair maiden. Weave our hearts with threads of silver. Guide us with light of the moon, and quench us with purest of tears. Shadows taunt us, hear our prayer. Shadows stalk us, hear our prayer. Shadows wound us, hear our prayer. Selûne, though with radiant loom, mend our hearts with threads of silver, heal us with drops of morning dew, soothe our souls with softest starglow. Okay, yeah, fairly poetic. We're taking the idol of Selûne because that's...
Selûne idol, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
Hey, Shadowheart, I gave you an idol of Shar. You don't get to shit talk me when I get an idol of Selûne for myself. Like, every little bit helps. Last light side entrance. Okay. Always good to have a key to somewhere. Alfred's note. Hidden amidst columns detailing the income and expenditure of a tavern is an aside, written in tiny, urgent handwriting. I have concealed the sacred relics of our revered goddess in the darkest corner of this place. Morfred, my loyal brother, seeks to forge a network of allies to stand against the oppressive reign of Ketheric Orm. Sadly, fear has gripped the hearts of many, turning them away from our cause. I cannot truly blame them, for trepidation fills my soul as well, but I must put aside my own fears and reunite with Morfred in the bowels of the Masons Guild. Together, we shall preserve what we can of the Moon Maiden's light, and hope that the banners of the faithful soon rise against that treacherous dog, Thorm. Okay. That sounds... Rescue team. The Masons Guild seems to have been the center of Selenite resistance in the area. We should seek it out and investigate it further. Yep, that seems like a reasonable thing to do. On the map, I am in the cellar of the inn. Like, this is the inn cellar where the these are the cells where you would go to if you would get arrested, I assume. And I found behind some boxes over here, I found a double door, which was spiderwebbed. So I smashed the spiderweb, and then I went into this room, and then there was a crack in the wall, and then I looked at Carla. I looked at a massive hammer that she has in her inventory, and she went to work. And yeah. So, well, we're gonna pick up Halford's note. Not to, I suppose. Wonder if there's barrel, potatoes. This okay, that's a. Potted roots. God knows. What does this do? Okay. This seems to be a dead. Don't see any enemies. Huh. Well.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Of course it's trapped. Alright.
My faith protects me.
I do have to say that if you pick like Shadowheart, you pick like whenever she says my faith protects me. Like I cannot help but like sometimes hear my face protects me, which I know not the most original thing to say, but still funny when you do hear it. All right, a natural 20 for getting rid of the trap. Wonderful, wonderful, Shadowheart. Now, can you actually?
No time to rest.
Wonder if we have a key. No, we don't have a key.
Let's get on with it.
Fair enough.
Let's get this lock to yield.
Oh, let's get this lock to yield indeed. Typical class 14, easy as pie. All right. Anything useful in here?
Interesting times.
A ring. When the wearer deals spell damage while illuminated by a light source, they also inflict radiating orb upon the target. What is the radiating? Effect entity has -1 to attack rolls per remaining turn. It also sheds bright light in an area. Okay. Okay, that's... Considering where we are, that can be a very handy ring. Well, I have a... Thinking. Like, we're definitely keeping the Ring of Mind shielding on. Because, well... they said that this might protect me from all of the baddie stuff that might be happening in me mind, but I think we might switch out Arkwall with the coruscating ring, because like being resistant to lightning damage seems like a. Yep, fair enough. Like being resistant to lightning damage is good and all, as well as not that I can't be electrocuted, especially when I keep accidentally electrocuting like water sources nearby. But I feel that at least for now, like because I am probably there just gonna like keep eternally having a light source, like the light spell on me, which should mean that this thing is gonna be basically always in effect. Inflicting -1 to hit modifier on the enemy, as well as making them shed like bright light down here, where things seem to be really, really not liking bright lights. Seems like a reasonable thing to have happen to my enemies. I don't think. I don't think I want to give it like Carla. Like, I feel that the extra acid damage and the extra movement speed is too critical for Carla to switch that out.
No rest for the wicked.
And then like it doesn't really work too well for Gale on his particular, and then Shadowheart doesn't do like we absolutely want her to have the Whispering Promise, as well as the Ring of Salving. So yeah, I think
at least things have stayed
our
interesting.
Paladin. I think our Paladin gets to keep that one.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
This. Okay. Well, yeah. This just comes out into cellar chamber. I don't think there's that much note here. There are apparently double metal doors leading to this place. I wonder. Yep. East side entrance key. Okay. About the wood, yes. Roll Revivify, some money, always useful. Skeleton. He has a bottle on him. Oh, there's a cracked wall and another smoke powder barrel.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Nothing else. The cracked wall would, like, this crack in the wall would literally just lead us to one of the cells.
Should mind my step.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Don't think there's anything else of interest over here. Don't think I can get up there. Yep, no, nothing over there. So basically there's knotted roots down here somewhere. And I mean, I'm gonna assume that they're like, I assume that they're going to lead to like to the outside of the dome. So I really don't feel like going up there in the current condition that the party is in. So I think do we long rest now, or do we? I think we go back up there, up the way we came. I don't. Rotting bags here. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I think we're just going to go back up from the cellar, and we'll go and see what the other building that seems to be inhabited has on offer. empty or just filled with things? Oh, there's a bunch of alcohol-based camp supplies. Don't mind if I do. Bottle. Wine. Yeah, no, I was bookshelf. Nothing. Harper. Persist. Outfox evil at every turn with shrewd fighting or cunning political maneuver. And though they are not well organized, how could they be with many members utterly ignorant of the identity of those they might claim as allies? They are united in purpose and goal. Harper agent deployed correctly in a conflict. Sorry, one Harper agent deployed correctly in a conflict often achieves the same result as army. I feel that's giving the Harper, like the singular Harper agent, a little bit too much credit. Like, maybe a singular one isn't exact, like, but like I get the gist of what it was trying to say. But yeah, no, we like I figured that was just gonna be like basically the holding cell area anyway, which it turned out to be. But yeah, we found a crack. Found a crack in the wall, and well, apparently getting into those cracks is like you can find some very interesting things. Now I wonder, are these guys? Oh, she's the she's.
We need to end this quickly before the shadows break through again.
Right. Have anything particular to say? And I believe this is basically not a grave for the lost lad, but oh no. Not a grave for the Harper agent that got lost among the patrol, but I feel that he's probably giving her prayers on that matter over there, so we shan't disturb them otherwise. Now then, there's one more thing, which is this building right here, which is, I'm gonna assume a...
Hey, it's Damon! Let's say hi!
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Oh. Okay. Well, we do have still... animal.
It's toasty in here.
Okay, it's toasty. Ah, right, here we are. Damon. The man, the myth.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Yes, because we need more bad news. Alright. Let's start with the bad news. Well, no, if this is about Carla, I have a feeling that she's gonna take the bad news first. That's just my guess.
The good news, obviously.
Okay.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
I'm sorry, Karlak, but I do think just rushing into, when he seems to have apprehensions about things, just rushing into things is not the smart way to do things.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus. For good. This thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Yeah, no, I don't think we need to, like, Carla might be a little reckless, hot-headed, if you will. But I think she understands the gravity of what was said. Like, I don't think, like, the second option, which is, Carla, did you hear what Damon said? Your engine's going to explode soon. Yeah, I don't think she needs us emphasizing that. So, I'll just, go on. Give him the iron. Let's make this happen.
Well. Alright. This shouldn't take long.
Oh boy. Now we don't only have Gale going boom, apparently we're also gonna have Carla going boom, which is a problem.
Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it work?
Only one way to find out.
The options here. 1, lay a hand on her, which I'm gonna assume is just, alright, we'll, I don't know, like, touch her neck or shoulder. 2, pull her into a hug, which, pull her into a hug. 3, kiss her. And 4, stand stock still. Stand stock still is out of the question. I feel that just going for the kiss is too crude for a noble. It's like, it's a little unseemly. And I mean, I don't know. Is the mood right for going for the kiss? I mean, yes, I guess, like in the camp, like I believe it was like after the celebrations of like the goblins have been dispersed and the tiefling caravan was setting out, right? Like in the camp during that long rest, I did talk to her in a very romantic way, and like we sat with each other, drank a little bit, watched the stars, that sort of thing. Alright, kiss her it is. If I get incinerated by the kiss, at least I guess that's a hell of a way to go. Well, my eyebrows did not immediately catch fire, nor my skin.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
I mean...
Hold on, Karlak. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I do feel that it would be polite to thank the blacksmith. Like he's certainly gone above and beyond the regular blacksmith. So I think that this would be proper. But I do think that we'll have to make the inevitable evitable then. Seems like it's a very bold statement, but I feel that it fits our Paladin very well. He is, after all, a man of action and of great will. So if he wills it, he will make it happen.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Yep. Yep, that... No, I do have to say that I'm fully on board with Carla's notion of we're gonna make it work, and if we don't, then unfortunately she will die. The going back into Avernus, into the service of Zariel is not, no, like she obviously she gets to make that choice, but I'm in full agreement with her that, like, if she wants to die rather than accept the fate of having to go back to Zariel and Avernus, then that is certainly her right to do so. But she has something important to say, apparently, and we're gonna listen.
This is the best day. The best day!
I'm so happy for you, Carla.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
I feel that this is just neat. Like, the first option is, what about what Damon said about your engine? We need to get you back to Avernus or it's going to blow. Again, I think she's intelligent enough to not need reinforcing that, and I do also believe that she, like, this is just souring the mood at this point. Anyone in mind?
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
Oh, Carla, you remind me of someone that I know. Someone who can be a little smug, a little evasive, when asked questions of, like, well, what does she want? And, we all know those sorts of people who can be a little smug, a little evasive, just teasing you rather than giving you the straight answer, like with that smirk on their face. You do remind me of someone I know, certainly, Carla. But well, since we got that topic out of the way, also you about old withers. I think it's fair question now. What about what Damon said about your engine?
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
No, I think I understand. I do think I well, I mean, I can't say that I understand it thoroughly because never gone through such a thing, but I do think that I understand the sentiment. It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find some solution. We're a team. We make these kinds of decisions together. No, that's just no. This is her personal choice. This is not a choice that we should have input on. And but I want you to live, certainly, absolutely. Like, she is a delight to be around as a person. Like, she is my favorite companion, despite the fact that we're my personal sort of alignment. I fully think that she is chaotic good by alignment, and even though my personal alignment might not be that, but I do think that she is my personal favorite of the companions, and who I would personally probably get along with the most. But the fourth option is exactly what we were looking for. I respect your decision.
Thanks, soldier. Your support means I've got one less thing to worry about. That means a lot to me. You really are the best of the best. Of the best.
I mean, I do also need to mention that, like, the fact that she flatters my ego is certainly not of any sort of, doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I like her as a character. But before we go to the long rest, Strange Ox, we meet again.
No, still incapable.
I remember you from, so, incapable of what? I'll show you incapable. I remember you from the Druid's Grove. Are you ready to reveal your secrets yet? You've said that twice now. I demand an explanation. 3 is the polite way of going about things, and but I do also feel that, like, both as a paladin and a noble, an ox, like, demanding an explanation seems well within in my bounds.
Not for you to know.
Not for you to know. Okay. You're a rare breed. No. You're the ox I met back in the grove. You weren't. I mean, I know that you are. Perception and nature are not my strong suits here. So we're going with persuasion. And then we get some assistance with guidance. And let's see what we get. Oh, that's a 19. Passed with flying colors.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
Oh.
Are you satisfied?
God. That, of all the things that I figured a strange ox would have going through their heads, that was not it. Those are the least bovine thoughts I've ever seen. What are you, really?
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
Oh boy. Who knew? Who knew that we're gonna have a fight here? Right now. Whatever you are, you're coming out of hiding. Now.
All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
What the hell is that? Okay. Ray of Fear. Okay, that does not look at all healthy. Let's see. It's an... Oh! Okay. Okay, so you are entirely immune to acid damage. You're slashing resistant and lightning resistant. Okay. Extra attack opportunity. Okay. Wait, what was that? Caustic strikes. Attacks deal damage and main paralyzed. Oof. Alright. AC of 12. Oops. Okay. Well. Let's see what a wounding ray does. Oh, it splashed acid because it's okay. All right. Yeah, you're drinking that, and then you're walking back here because you don't want to go there.
Blood.
Okay. Right. Right. All right.
Over there.
Yes, you're gonna get hit by acid, unfortunate, but such is life. You are also gonna be putting a branding smite here, and let's go. Wait, what were you? Of course it was slashing resistance that you had, you bastard. Right. Oh. Oh, no. I should... Ah, damn it. Oh, well. Well, that's for next turn. That... Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Alright, then. Yep, Ray of Frost. Yep, alright. Devon, please don't run in there. You put some drow poison on. Okay. Well, we have a healing word right here for Caroline. We're getting her back up. And then...
I can't.
What are the chances? Command. Drop the travel. Action. 55% chance. Do we have any sort of consumable that would be helpful here? Not really. Why did he have to be resistant to both slashing and lightning damage? Of all the things. Right. Yeah, no, I'm not particularly happy with this particular situation here. But Ray of Fear. Because we could really the 50-50 chance of working. But I think if it does... Oh, he's immune to frighten. Fuck! Alright. Yeah, fair enough then, I guess.
Let's cut your fire, baby.
He's... I think Carla, you're just going to Misty Step out. Because, well, you don't have an action to go and swinging anyway, so might as well not have you go die. I think you're fine where you No, yep, very painful. Very painful. I am just very low on resources. What? Why did he? What? Why is he? What? Did he throw a healing potion at me and miss? No, because that's grease. Okay. Well, we're gonna use our bonus action on that. And I think... we are just going to command you to halt. And he saved. Damn it. Not good. Alright. Sacred Flame, 60% chance of success versus Firebolt, also 60% chance. Firebolt has a higher variance in damage, so that. No real
now this is my happy place.
Right. So we are gonna switch to Doomhammer as a weapon. Then we're gonna drink a potion.
Now's no time to die. You must get up.
Oh boy. Alright. Get another firebolt in there. What are you actually doing, Damon? Yep, I think we're just gonna, Shadowheart will have to go into the fire there. And get him up, and then walk out.
Fly forever, pal.
Oh boy.
I can't.
Alright. Back into the fight, Carla. Let's see. Do you have... Alright, he's dazed. I'm surprised that he wasn't immune to being dazed. And that's a critical hit, which is exactly what we wanted, because we can get a great weapon master bonus attack and miss. But tenacity, we got a little bit of damage in there. All right, he's actually looking kind of bad. Okay, he slapped. Okay, they're both down. Oh boy. Oh boy, boy, boy. How much hit points? 24. Okay, I think we are just... We can do that. Demon, just don't... What is this guy doing? Like, just genuinely, what is this guy doing? You get to drink that.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
And I completely forgot that. Oh yeah, they obviously don't get to do actions if they get picked up. So that was pointless, and that was really shit healing from a greater potion of healing. And she goes down. She takes a hit. Come on.
You can't even take beasts of burden for granted these days.
What? Yeah, please get them up. Okay. I...
Still breathing, despite everything.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
Add to fire equity. Whenever you deal fire damage, your arcane equity does. Okay, spell. Okay, yeah, cool. Don't. What about Shapeshifter's Boon Ring? While shapeshifting or disguising yourself, you gain. Okay, and then. Alright, so this one goes there, this one goes there, this one. I think this one goes to Gale. Right, yeah, I got a little bit distracted there. I was not expecting, well, like, he was called a strange ox, so I figured that, yeah, it makes sense if he's... Like, I figured that he was gonna be, I don't know, some kind of potentially wizard or like a druid or whatever shapeshifted into that form, keeping tabs on us, and once we had like proved ourselves like heroic enough, he would go like, haha, well, you've proven yourself heroic enough, I can entrust you with this extremely important thing, right? But apparently no, he was just a shape-shifted ooze. Which I wasn't prepared for at all, but thankfully we managed.
You were making quite a ruckus over there. Hope everything's all right.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Ox. What about you?
Strange fellow, that one. You sure made a mess of him.
Well, yeah. Couldn't leave him. Alright, Damon, anything you want to say?
Nowhere safe from this damned absolute. Nor from shape-shifting cow blob things. Though you made short enough work of that one. Glad you handled it before it handled me. If you need something sharp, I have a few things left.
Oh, wonderful. Earlier you mentioned you could work interesting materials. What did you mean?
I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Right. Oh, so he's... Okay. Right. So I have several options here of things that he could potentially work with. Alright. So, I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
I don't think that he's a bad guy. Like, honestly, my read of the guy is that he was completely unaware that there was a shape-shifting ox blob monster. And welcome to you, Bork, by the way. You managed to catch us at a very interesting time.
You might draw the wrong kind of attention.
We have flawed Helldusk armor. What is flawed Helldusk armor? Rare heavy armor. Lesser infernal retribution. When you're hit by a foe within 2 meters, it might take 1 to 4 fire damage. You take 1 less piercing damage, and you have a disadvantage on stealth checks. It is so AC 18, same as our current one. Our current one is the adamantine splint armor that we did at the adamantine forge, where all incoming damage is reduced by 2. When a melee attack hits me, the attacker is sent reeling for three turns, and attackers cannot land critical hits on the wearer. I don't think the flawed Helldusk armor is as good as the adamantine splint armor. So I think we're gonna throw this over. I think we're gonna keep a hold of this and see what Lae'zel has on her, because I don't think her armor is particularly good, so this might be for her. Alright, with that, let's talk to Damon again.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
I mean, he's a civilian who clearly panicked. I can't really hold it against Damon. And yes, let's be real. If somebody, if you came across somebody whose name was Strange Stone, or if you came across a human whose name just was Strange Human, I don't think you would look at them like if they turned out to be a shape-shifting blob monster. I feel that it would do you a disservice to look at every other human from that point on suspiciously. But I think I found some hellish masks. Can you make anything of these?
Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have?
I have 3 masks, is the best I can do.
I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces.
Is it just me, or the way he said Merrigan? Did that remind anyone else of him? Without seeing the subtitles and knowing what he was talking about, the Merrigan Devils. I honestly thought
who sees you using that.
I honestly thought that he said American for a moment there. I'll be honest, Ellen, yes, I can imagine somebody throwing a bottle of grease on me when I'm getting attacked. It's actually not that far-fetched of an imagination either, so...
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Okay. Let's try. I think I found a material you could work with. What can you make of it?
It's perfect. Really. Just a moment, I'll be able to work this one quickly.
I wonder what we actually gave him. suppose we'll probably know from the item. Also, the man has a cool sword on his back, and yet he
There you
seems
are.
to be a complete amateur at using it.
Careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Oh, it's more hell stuff. All right, what does the helmet do? So we got Orthon explosives, deal fire and thunder damage to nearby objects. Nearby objects, only objects. Oh, we'll throw that over to Carla. She's the explosive expert here. Flawed Helldusk helmet. Wielder has a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells and +1 to their Constitution saving throws. This is a very good helmet. Unfortunately, we have the Helmet of Smiting on, which, when you apply a condition with one of your smite spells, you gain temporary hit points. Like, I do like the Helmet of Smiting, but, like, it's not like we actually use these special smites that often. And we are also, like, getting temporary hit points whenever we get healed by Shadowheart, as well as when we use our Channel Oath ability, we're getting temporary hit points. So I think we might actually take the Flawed Helldusk helmet over the Helmet of Smiting. What does Carla have as her helmet? Haste. She just gets momentum. I honestly feel that that's probably better for her because she's a beast of a woman. So she needs that. We could also give it, because it is medium armor, we could also give it on over to our life cleric, who is still just hanging on to her circlet. But she's hanging on to the circlet because it's for role-playing reasons. No. Also, by the way, I had a magical shield somewhere, and I think I sold it because I was an idiot and I didn't realize that. Oh yeah, Shadowheart can use shields. Like, I was like, nobody in our party uses shields, so this is a little redundant. Right. Bonus to saving throws against spells is very useful. Oh, we'll see. Well, let's talk to, I mean, we seem to have a lot of material that Demon can work with, so...
So I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Have fun.
Well. I knew a...
Okay.
There you are.
Okay. We got gloves.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Okay.
Need anything?
We have some.
You see, something that's already fabricated is tough.
Here's another one.
I thought Merrigan. There.
Right. We got our last piece of explosive, who is going to get transferred over to Carla. What do the Flame Dusk gloves? So Flawed Helldusk gloves. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage and can possibly inflict bleeding. Unfortunately, we're not doing the I'ma punch you in the face, so it's additional 1 to 4 fire damage, which is like nice. It's nice, definitely. What is...
Making me sweat.
What does Carla have? When the wearer chooses to end their rage, they gain 15 temporary hit points. Like, it's never... In a like, I figured that this might be pretty good for Carla, like, in a combat situation where, like, okay, I need her to tank, but, like, that's the thing, is that her rage probably protects her more than the 15 temporary hit points ever will. So, I think just giving her more weapon damage with the Flawed Helldusk gloves is probably the way to go about it. So, there we are. Switch those out, and these are getting sold. So, you can switch back to your sword instead of the mallet. Right. And that was the last of the things that we could get Demon to do, so... Okay, oh boy, do I feel like exploring any more? Actually... Okay.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Let's see what you have.
Need
Mr.
anything?
Blackbeard. Here, just gonna get rid of all of this, all of these things that we want to sell. Oh. Why we have that picked up somewhere along the way, but oh well. Right. Did we have anything else that we wish to sell? I think we can sell the Harper book. Armor is 3 Paladin. Evidence. Rare. Architectural code. All that. I think that's what we're gonna be selling out of that stuff. We want to keep the Ring of Poison Resistance, Tech Thoughts. Hasn't ever really been used. I think we can get rid of that. We're still keeping the Sentient Amulet, absolutely. Envoy's Amulet. We're holding on to this because, well, it is a gift that was bestowed upon us with great honors. Holding on to this for the end of the Reason's Grasp gets to be sold. Now, we do want to keep the Covered Call, Roll of Power. Holding on to that. We don't need the Shapeshifters. Actually... No, it's just bonus to all checks, so I think we're selling that. Right, the helmet. I think that's all for me. So, let's see what you have. You have a Sword of Life Stealing. Oh boy. It's Short Sword Finesse, which is the unfortunate part because, well, I don't think... Like, Asterion is the person who would use this, but, like... Astarion's not around that much in the party, so I think we're gonna skip on buying this for now. Swordmaster Gloves. You gain proficiency with short sword, long sword, and great swords. In addition, you gain +1 bonus to apparently just all melee attack rolls. Okay, it's nice, but not something we need, I don't think. Ringmail armor, no. Chain shirt +2, no. Hide armor +2, hide armor. I think these are just dark fire short bow. Grants resistance to fire damage, grants resistance to cold damage. Okay, like, and has a +2 enchantment. I think we're getting ourselves a dark fire short bow because yeah. Haste, transmutation spell. Okay. Alright, Harmonium Halberd. +2 strength, -1 intelligence, -1 +1 weapon enchantment. Like the +2 strength. Like the +2 strength is really tempting. But the -1 intelligence, -1 wisdom. Like, it's not like I use intelligence, right? which now that I say it out loud doesn't sound very good. I think we're gonna come back to thinking about Harmonia Halberd. Like, I do like the additional lightning damage given by the Light of Creation. Like, the stun chance is just, But we'll think about that. What about So you are... so you're a glaive. That gives me a cantrip. Okay, yeah, that's not... Charge-bound Warhammer. Also has bonus to damage and attack roll. Hammer's magical powers only function... Oh, this is... Okay. Alright, not taking that. Thermodynamic axe. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 heat. I remember not being too impressed by heat. Sort of clutching Umbra. Short sword, yeah, don't need that. Thorn blade. While concentrating, your melee weapon attacks deal an additional poison damage. Scimitar. I would like to give this over, I think, to Shadowheart, but I don't think she's proficient in scimitars. Like, it's a martial weapon, and she's a trickery cleric, so I don't think that works. Unfortunate. Anything else? Yeah, these are just... Yeah, these are the things. Yeah, I think buying that for Shadowheart. Yeah, all of the rest of the stuff is just not. Right, and yeah, I don't think any variant. That, get money, and then Carla, all that, all that.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Right. What do you have? You have Spellthies. Once per short rest, you regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit. Oh, this is a... Oh! Okay, yeah, we're definitely... Yep, I think with that in mind, we're just going to... we are just going to...
Can't sleep. So I might as
immediately
well
buy
have it.
her...
Need anything?
I didn't realize that she was actually holding a long bow rather than a short bow. This was a short bow, right? Yeah, this was a short bow. We're taking Darkfire short bow and give.
I'll be here if you need anything.
There is. There we go. Over.
What's next, I wonder?
Yeah, you might actually be. Then we also had a shield for her.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Yay! She doesn't need to. Not anymore. Yeah, I had completely forgotten that she was just rocking around like the fucking like the
Can't
default
sleep.
shield that she's
So I
stuck
might
with,
as well
so,
hammer. Need anything?
we'll just get rid of the thing. Right.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Right.
Let's march.
Carla. Move that over. She did end up drinking a couple of those, so I think we're gonna split this a couple of Carla's way. Split another potion of speed out. Put that over to Carla. And I think we also need to split a couple of potions of healing from here and throw them on over to Shadowheart. You're still doing fine. Got 5. Yep. I think with that we're done, and we can finally go for the well-deserved long rest. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the fact that it didn't require, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
Thank you, Carla.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission.
Oh,
Absolute's cult has
bully.
gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
Oh boy. When it rains, it pours, right, guys? I mean, at least Carla's attitude is delightful. But, like, it's... Yeah. Alright, Right, so... I mean... I am really glad that I'm not a devotion paladin, because... Also, by the way, why am I... Like, we're supposed to be going to sleep. Why the fuck am I just splattered with blood all over? I guess that's the fact that I haven't healed or whatever, but... It still looks a little weird. Right. Thankfully, I'm Oath of Vengeance, and I do think in this particular situation, Will is a greater asset than this powerful devil being, like, I'm pretty sure that if we say, like, forget it, this asset can rot in the towers for all I care, then she's just gonna go like, alright, Will just fucking dies. Alright, but the first thing I do want to ask, I am very curious. If this devil is so powerful, how did they manage to get captured?
Will, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting his priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Why was it perception? Why was the check perception? There is a skill called insight that is supposed to be all about reading someone. Why is that a perception check that I apparently rolled? Like, I guess this was more about the, I don't know, the tone of voice, or like a twitching of the eye, or something. But I just feel that shouldn't have been a perception check. That should have been an insight. Like the skill is already not the most useful. Like, if you give this over to perception, then perception is literally just the best skill you could ever pick. Alright. We'll rescue your asset. On one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Well... do not like this. I do not like this. Like, on the one hand, trust me. Is like, I would like to tell Will that. But the thing is that I am perfectly aware that if she ends Will's pack, then Will loses his warlock powers, right? And potentially still stays as he is in that whatever form that is. And Will without the warlock powers, like, on the one hand, I do want the fucker to get his soul essentially back. But I also need him to be a capable fighter, and considering he's a warlock, if he loses the pact, his effectiveness diminishes greatly. Like, I really want the trust me, like, I want this to be more of a, okay, don't end the pact, but, like, I don't know, lift the sanction on Will, like the transformation or whatever, right? Like, the worst case scenario is that I tell Will to trust me, and then she goes like, yeah, I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate, and snap, and Will fucking just poofs out of existence. Like, I'm not sure. I like, is that a risk that I'm willing to take? Like, I'm not even playing for my own soul here. I'm playing with Will's soul. And I mean, any opinions here in the chat? Like, I am, unfortunately, rather, how would you call it? I'm a little bit stumped here. Well, I mean, yes, I trust my own character in the sense that, like, if I was Will, I would be willing to put myself in his hands. But the thing is, I don't think. Yeah, no, I think that's a good point, Lork. I think that's a good point. My character would not be doing deals with devils. He would not do it. So.
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Compliance. Just as it should be. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Had I been playing a rogue, or like some other more questionable character, I think I would have more ambitious, maybe more power hungry, potentially more reckless, more ambitious or more reckless, whatever you want to call it. I would probably have tried, but I think for this character in particular, like, for someone who is so against the idea of making any sorts of deals with devils, I think wouldn't have taken that risk. So, let's see what Carla has to say.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Right. Will's relationship with Mizora is transactional. He helps her and she has to help him. This could end in our favor. That's too much of an opportunistic thing for my character to say, I feel. It's not what he's thinking. After what Will sacrificed to save you, it's time to repay the favor. I can see him kind of saying that, but I also don't think that's the way he wants to go about it. Like, Carla is a good person, and like she's not someone to shrink from a debt that she feels that she owes someone. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. No, I don't think that's a great option either. Like, it is someone to somewhat calm her down, but if we don't help, Izora will turn Will into a lemur. Could you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a lemur than him.
Aww.
It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
I mean, I fully agree, but unfortunately, Will already played his game with the devil, and now we're here to doing the cleanup.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Right. Lae'zel, anything in particular?
If death is soon to take Karlach, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
Yep. Yeah, that was about as what I would expect Lae'zel to say. And I mean, I'm not somebody who would probably make that choice regarding, but I get where she's coming from. Asterion has something to say. Oh boy.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
Oh boy. I'll be honest, I did not want to hear Asterion. I did not want to hear that you think I'm ambitious. I mean, on the one hand, I can't exactly deny the fact that like being certain in your mission, even when like the mission is like the odds are stacked against you, as they currently are stacked against us, being certain that yes, we can do this, yes, we will win regardless of the odds. Yeah, I can see that's a form of ambition. Like, I can definitely like see that, but I'm not similar to you. You do, ambition for the sake of just advancing my place in the world. That is not who I am. And I think that's what he meant. I think that's, however, the noble in me is going to tell him, maybe be a little evasive. I thought you hated me.
Such a strong word. We have our differences, but we don't have to, do we? I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands?
Too many.
And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
I get where you're coming from. But my man, you're honestly, you don't want to tell me this. The good, I'm the good guy. I'm the lawful good paladin who has smitten more dangerous opponents than you. You do not want to tell me that you think we should take control of hundreds, potentially thousands of innocent people and bend them to our will using parasites implanted with an evil agenda. You do not want to tell me that. Evil, power. I won't do it.
Power is just a tool. It's people that are good or evil. And even they can be a little bit, I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
Yeah. He has a point. No, Bork, the thing is, he is the lesser evil. We've already established that the absolute is the greater evil, and one must always fight the greater evil with any tools at his disposal. And I get where he's coming from. Like, if not for the fact that, like that's the thing, is that if we can control the tadpoles, we can, like, I get where he's coming from in the sense that, like, if we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe, and we can liberate the world from the threat of these people, right? I get that. But and, like, there's still, like, we've already seen that there's like, there are evil creatures or people who would otherwise be, like, evil, like goblins generally aren't well suited to living in a civilized society, right? If most of the people infected by the tadpoles are goblins, then having control of that goblin host means that, one, that goblin host will not be causing any trouble for the civilized people, and two, we might be able to use the strength of that goblin host to fight some other evil. I get it. I get where he's coming from. But I think he's overlooking something in his hunger for power. And that is, like, there is no guarantee that we will be able to control the tadpoles. Even if we manage to eliminate all of the absolute people, there's no guarantee that we won't be controlled by the tadpoles, or that they won't be, like, simmering, waiting for their chance to pounce on us. And then there's the question of, well, yes, it seems that the curse of, like, turning into a mind flayer is being kept at bay for now, but there's no guarantee that even if we manage to get control of the tadpoles, there is no, like, there's absolutely no certainty in the fact that we won't just turn into mind flayers after the fact. No, absolutely not.
So much for thinking you had ambition. Still, we're not there yet. Maybe you'll see the light. Yet.
I do think that it's good that Asterion is in the party. Like, having a variety of opinions to draw from, like, does mean that, like, can bring up interesting possibilities, shall we say. Does Shadowheart have anything?
Poor Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Yeah. Yeah, I can certainly sympathize with Carla. I can certainly sympathize. I'm gonna assume that Gale doesn't have too much of anything to say.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. We can be sure of that.
Yep. In full agreement, though. Our situation is very similar to Gale's with the whole orb thing, but if we can, if with Hell Iron and improving her engine, if we can prolong her state of staying around instead of having a meltdown, then that might mean that we managed to buy enough time to also potentially find a salvation. All right, Will.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Will, my boy, you made a mockery of it the moment you made that deal. We need to get you out of this pact.
You're right, of course. Somewhere there must be a weak link, a loophole, an exploit. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War.
For everything you accused Carla of, I'm not sorry. Is one of the options, which we're definitely not picking, because that's not. You're bound to be a lemur, no matter what.
Yes. Unless I find a way to free myself from my devil's talons. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
I don't think you did. And now I'm slowly starting to regret the fact that we could have squeezed her for a concession there. But that means I believe all of our companions and their talking points accounted for. And I think this is going to be where we're going to be ending the stream for today, just before we go for the long rest. Because if there is something interesting that happens during the long rest, I think, well, that's best left for another stream. Saving our game here. A very, very interesting development. I mean, we knew that Will's patron would come a-calling. That much was certainty. The fact that Carla, her situation was much more desperate than I had realized is frustrating. But it's not hopeless. And she hasn't given up. I'm not gonna give up. We'll see if we can save her yet. But with that, I will graciously thank you for watching, and hope that you'll be there to watch me next time. And I'll end it here. Have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day, or have a good morning, whatever the time zone may be that you'll be watching this from.